Now I'd like to invite Dr. Veena Aggarwal, trustee of Heartcare Foundation of India, to speak a few words.
I hope is restricted to a few words. Our chief guest of the day, Honorable Justice Vipin Sanghi, Chief Justice of High Court Uttarakhand, Mrs. Rekha Gupta, jury member, International Film Festival of India, and a poet par excellence, Ms. Devika Vaid, former Miss India Earth, all principals and teachers of our co-host schools, dear students, guests, and my Heartcare family, a very warm welcome एंड शुक्रिया तहे दिल से आप सबका जो आज यहाँ आकर हमें प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए. Today we are celebrating the life and passion of a legend, Dr. K.K. Aggarwal, founder chairman of Heartcare Foundation of India, who said his now famous last words, "The show must go on." We at Heartcare Foundation of India are trying our best to keep the show going on and follow his vision of Bahujan Sukhai, Bahujan Hitai, for the happiness of the people and for the benefit of the people at large. Do everything you have to do, but not with greed, not with ego, not with lust, not with envy, but with love, compassion, humility, and devotion. This quote from the Bhagavad Gita perhaps best describes how Dr. K.K. Aggarwal chose to lead his life ever since he became a doctor. He was the most giving and ethical doctor I have ever known. He was an elevated spiritual soul with no interest in money or material things. He is the finest example of what the Bhagavad Gita preaches, to be detached to the worldly things and only do one's karma without lust for benefit and rewards. In today's Kali Yuga, he was a true Krishna. I want to say a poem that my cousin brother wrote, which defines him. A one-man army fighting invisible foes, relentlessly, tirelessly, forever on his toes. Every minute of his life spent teaching and working, sitting quietly at parties, smiling and smirking. He would be treating critical patients while planning a mela. There was no end to how much this man could do akela. An encyclopedia on every topic on earth, makes me feel like a joke when I compare my worth. The pandemic sent him off on a turbo mode, too soon for him to visit his heavenly abode. A monk, a guru, a man of science and a man of dharma, steadfast in his resolve, doing his karma. For a man of Dr. K.K.'s stature, a karam yogi, a brahmgyani, a man with a stethoscope, so many euphemisms to describe him, we thought it a fitting tribute to continue his legacy and his passion, the Perfect Health Mela, organized yearly by the Heartcare Foundation of India. We follow his philosophy of Vasudevai Kutumbakam, that the world is one big family and health can only be optimized by following the One Health concept, which is also the theme of this Perfect Health Mela. Dr. K.K.'s slogan, "Main hoon na," resonates even today, inspiring us to follow his teachings and help as many as we can and touch their lives to make it a little better and a little brighter. Chapter 2, verse 66 of Bhagavad Gita says, "Nasti buddhirayuktasya, na chayuktasya bhavana, na cha bhavyatah shantir, ashantasya kutah sukam." Desire leads to greed, greed to anger, anger to restlessness, and how can a restless mind ever be happy? मतलब अशांत मन कभी सुख और शांत नहीं रह सकता. In today's world, suicides, especially in the young, are happening at an alarming rate. One death every 40 seconds, with suicide being the second leading cause of death, especially in the age group of 15 to 24 years. The young are restless, anxious, and under a lot of stress. They thus lose their ability to rationalize and to take the most dastardly step of taking their own lives. Dr. K.K. used to say that stress is the reaction of the body and or the mind to an external stimulus. And to deal with this stress, you can either change the stimulus or your perception of it. And if none of this work, then just remember the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, one moment at a time. A lot has been said about positive thinking to deal with stress, and it has become the buzzword. But how do we actually put this into practice? If a room is filled with darkness, is it possible to physically throw it out with your hands? No. The only way that you can remove the darkness is by bringing in light. Similarly, to remove the darkness of your soul, you have to bring in positivity by doing charity, practicing kindness, empathy, gratitude, mindfulness and present moment awareness, pranayam, and meditation. Many studies have shown that practicing gratitude carries greater benefits than counseling alone and is a very simple tool that each of us can practice daily. Meditation and pranayam are two very powerful practices that have proven to have changed the physiology of the people and made them more settled and happy and content. These must be incorporated in the school children as an integrative learning tool. Charity has also become a buzzword, but very few of us know how to go about it. We think donating money is the only way to do it, but it is not like that. There are many other ways of charity: a warm blanket to one who is cold, hot food to the one who is hungry, a tap on the shoulder for a job well done, or even a smile to somebody who is having a difficult day. All these acts of kindness not only fill the receiver's heart but also enliven and energize the giver with a sense of purpose and achievement, hence creating a positive state of mind. Dr. KK also used to say, if you worship a god, you must imbibe the qualities that they represent and become like that god, just like Lord Krishna. The blue color of Krishna's skin denotes the vast sky. Never limit your imagination. Think big. As Dr. KK said, think differently. And here I want to tell all the students, think out of the box and aim to excel, to be the best version of yourself. Intelligence, in my opinion, is slightly overrated. What shines out and gives results is diligence and dedication. The yellow color of Krishna's stole signifies ulhas, josh, enthusiasm. Be focused and passionate about your work and do it to the best of your ability by observing, absorbing, and always being open to learning. The white clothes denote purity of thought and of action. Dr. KK said, always apply the four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it necessary? Will it bring happiness to me? Will it bring happiness to others? And if the answer to all these questions is yes, your actions will always be right. And the flute in Krishna's hand signifies an egoless state. If you are too full of yourself, you block the holes and cannot create any music. Only when you are in an egoless state can you produce a divine sound. युगों युगों में कोई एक ऐसा महापुरुष आता है जो अपने नाम को अपनी जिंदगी से दर्शाता है. Dr. KK Krishna Kumar, born on Janmashtami, was one such person, and we are very fortunate to have witnessed all these qualities of his and been a part of it. We now have the enormous responsibility to carry on this rich legacy. I wish he was still here physically with us, but let me tell you, I feel him around smiling at us, sending us blessings and love, and very pleased that we are carrying on his good work. Lastly, my mantra for living life is to be high on LSD. Be humble, be inspired, be giving, be happy, laugh, sing and dance, because life is an incredible show. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all those who have stood with Dr. KK and with us whenever we have needed the support. This function could not have been done without the enormous support of all our co-host schools and colleges, all the principals and teachers, all the students who have taken out the time to take part in the competitions, our judges, our volunteers, and of course, my HCFI Parivar. Anil Kumar ji, Anil Ahuja ji, Indu ji, Geeta, Deepak, Sanjeev Khanna, Dheeraj, Mr. Murari, Sanjeev Singh, Manoj, Dayaram, Rajesh, Akash, so many of you are attached with us. All of our IGCP family and all those who helped us to achieve so much in such a short time. Love and blessing to Nilesh, Naina, Ankit Saurabh, Devangi Utkarsh, my brother Justice Vipin Sanghi, Gunjan, and all my family and near and dear ones who have helped me to rise above my grief to be able to carry on the enormous responsibilities thrust on me. Thank you all once again, and heartiest congratulations to all the students who have won in the competitions and also taken part. Thank you so much. Namaskar.